Come on, Rick. It's a good Saturday. I won a few auction items from Meton Boss in, I believe, from California. So the ones we're going to open up today out of this box are a tungsten spinning top and two very cool sort of spinning top bases, like something to spin the top on. So without further ado, let's start ripping into these things. Okay, I think this is, yeah, nice. Nice. This is something else, a different thing for tomorrow. All right, so the three things we're going to open today are the Groove Performer. It's a spinning top made out of tungsten, aluminum with a ruby bearing. We're going to open a Damasteel fish pattern engraved spinning top base made out of aerospace grade aluminum. And we're going to open a flamed mokume pattern anodized engraved titanium base. Come on with some unwrapping music. Let's go. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick.
Have you heard the news? Dave does reviews on his YouTube channel, so rack up the views. From toys and tools and other stuff that's cool. Close ups to the couch, you know how we do. Come on, Rick, he can help you choose which one to pick, cause Dave does reviews. I said, come on, Rick, he can help you choose. Ain't nothing to lose, cause Dave does reviews. Snipping on some scissors, fidget with the clicker, zooming on the picture. Shouts to all the Ricksters, snipping on some scissors, fidget with the clicker, zooming on the picture. Shouts to all the Ricksters.
Okay, unwrapping done. Sorry that took forever. Let's talk prices, including the auction fees, shipping, and everything. This guy, the spinner, the spinning top was 65 US, 85 Canadian, 2,300 Thai baht, which is 475 RMB. I'm cheating today with the computer here because there's so much stuff to remember. I'm sorry. And these things I won actually at the same price. I didn't think I would win them both. I got lucky. I'm excited. If you look up Meton Boss on Facebook, you'll see these auctions where the items, you basically bid, I think, in $5 increments, and then it's like you add, per item you win, you have to add 10 shipping for US or 20 shipping and handling global. And no matter how many items you add that each time, it still works out to be some really killer deals. I've got to say, when I took this piece out, I was going a little bit nuts. Okay, so before we start playing and doing the zoom in, a couple cool things about spinning tops. The oldest spinning top it found is 6,000 years old. The Guinness Book of World Records has the longest spin, teaser move, 51 hours, 25 minutes, 14 seconds, done by a team in Japan. The second Wednesday of every October, every year, is International Top Spinning Day. And last cool thing I'll talk about spinning tops, they give off optical illusions. So at very high speeds, spinning tops can seem to change colors. They can seem to wobble or appear to defy gravity. It's called fish pattern. Can you see in the middle? The way the etching comes out, it actually looks like fish, like a fish scales. Very cool. Now this one, it has a pretty reflective sort of mirror polish. And it has texture to it. Let's get her on the scale and move to the next because I'm going to keep blabbing. I'm pretty excited about these things. So here we go, 48.64 grams, about 1 2/3 of an ounce. And mark in the comments if I'm doing this wrong. I believe it's a double sort of convex or concave. I think you just sit this on like this. And believe me, we're going in for a spin soon. So next one is sort of interesting, the colors. You get quite a bit of sort of brown orange. You can actually see very slight gradient changes of color. So it's a very interesting piece. I like it for what it's worth, just to be very clear. And look at that, baby. Come on. So what is this way? I'm guessing, well, I'm not going to guess. Let's just find out. Okay, that makes sense. So 84 grams, that's close to 3 ounces. Put our glass piece on. And here is the tungsten spinner. It is, I believe, roughly 1 1/4 inches in diameter. I believe it's 50 grams. Just about spot on at 50, so that's 1 2/3 of an ounce. I hope I'm doing justice with the camera here. You've got these kind of ridges for the handle to, I guess, give you a good grip and get a good spin on. I can't wait to get a spin on. Get back to my face. Let's do it. Come on, Rick. I have not actually given this a blink yet. And I'm kind of nervous to jazz it up. I don't know a lot about spinning tops, so let's just do it. I'm going to turn on a timer and see how long we get. Hit the start and... Okay. So that was not a very strong spin because I was worried to throw it all over the place. Tungsten, the highest melting point of any metal, which makes it highly applicable for use in things like rocket ship production, in light bulbs, light bulb filaments, because it can handle the heat. The next thing about tungsten is super dense, more than 1.7 times denser than lead. Also, tungsten, talk to me, right? Tungsten carbide, have you heard that term before? What's tungsten carbide? It's a compound of tungsten and carbon, and it's known to be extremely strong and tough, used in cutting tools, drill bits, etc. Last thing about tungsten is represented by the chemical symbol W for Wolfram, which is its initial name in German. So as you can see, I'm already in 1:05. I've been maybe boring you with tungsten details. And look at, we'll get you starting to zoom in a sec, but I don't know, like I was nervous spinning this, and I thought, no way it's gonna sit on this little teeny poopy toopy toppy, but it sat there. It's spinning in place in this small circle of like a 2.5 inch or less diameter. So what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna pause for a sec, we'll put the camera on overhead, and let's see how long this one goes. I believe the record on YouTube with one of Meton Boss's spinners, spinning tops, was about 22 minutes. If this even goes 3 minutes, I'd be pretty impressed with myself. So, let's get a zoom. Come on, Rick. All right, you Ricksters. So a couple things. Do me a favor. My birthday's coming up. Hit that subscribe button. Get me to 100 before my B-Day. By the way, speaking of the birthday, you can imagine there might be a couple interesting unboxings coming for that. So we're still on the first spin. We're at 3 minutes 14. What I'll do is I'm going to pause again soon, and then we'll kind of turn this back on as we're sort of flickering out. This was my first attempt at a spin. I'll try and give it a little more chutzpah on the second go using this guy, and we'll see how many minutes we get out of that, and we will look to call it a day soon. See you in a couple minutes. All right, Ricksters, quick check-in. We just hit the 5-minute mark. I can see a little bit of a wobble side to side, so I'm not sure if this baby's gonna fizzle out soon, but we'll check back in when it's closer to fizzle time. Okay, we're getting close to 7 minutes. Quick shout out again to Meton Boss. I've got to say, they've got a store on Etsy, or check out their Facebook. Tons of auctions and really cool stuff. As you can see with this first round spin, we're fizzling out at about the 7 minute and I'd say 10 seconds, minus about 5 or 6 seconds from start of spin till when I press start. So we got over 7 minutes total on this. Come on, Ricksters, let's do a spin on this. Okay, I think I went a little bit soft on that one. All right, so spin 2 was an epic fail on my behalf. I think I got a little too trigger shy and didn't put enough oomph into it. But nonetheless, we're already at a minute 18, and this baby's going pretty strong. Again, it's like on this little teeny plate, right? And it's sitting there and just kind of crushing it. All right, looks like we're fizzling out at about the 4-minute 20-second mark. Again, I'm not a spinning top specialist, right? This is, I feel, pretty amazing. A really cool fidget toy, really well crafted, really cool looks, amazing desk candy, and doesn't take too much space on the desk. So, with that said, happy Saturday. Get it on, and I'll see you next time.